Upon its inception, America was delivered from tyranny by the hands of the Founding Fathers. America's government was established by consent of the governed. Protecting life, liberty, and property made America great.
Hi, I'm Daniel Lewis, Libertarian candidate for United States Senate. I support reducing the size, scope, and power of government on every issue, and oppose increasing the size, scope, or power of government on any issue.
America's children deserve the highest quality education available. Our government-run schools continue to provide high-cost and low-quality education. Meanwhile, non-government schools offer quality education at a low cost. Our children would be better served in non-government schools. Parents should be able to choose where and how their children are educated. Choices about our children's educations are too important for government to handle. Many Americans have had their lives ruined by being prosecuted and imprisoned for committing victimless crimes. It is time to repeal all victimless crimes and end the failed war on drugs, which really is just a war on some drugs. The best way to prevent real crime is to allow every American to be armed so they can defend themselves and their family and property. Crime prevention is too important of an issue for government to handle. Removing government regulation of healthcare will make healthcare more affordable. Getting the government out of approving pharmaceuticals will allow the informed to get the life-saving treatments that they need. Making choices about our healthcare is too important for the government to handle. The benefits of keeping our environment pristine far outweigh the benefits of polluting it. The force of government is not doing a very good job at protecting the environment. As a matter of fact, the United States government is the worst polluter in the world and allows its own agencies to violate environmental laws and policies. The best way to keep the environment pristine is through persuasion. For example, companies can save money by employing more energy-efficient methods of operating. Protecting the environment is too important for the government to handle. Removing government regulation of the workplace and minimum wage laws will allow unskilled laborers to access employment that could give them the important skills they need to enter and advance in the workforce. Controlling the way we earn a living is too important for the government to handle. Nothing is more personal than making choices about marriage and family. For many, marriage and family carry with them a spiritual significance. For these and many other reasons, choices about marriage should be made by those who wish to be married and their place of worship if they choose to include a spiritual element in their marriage. Government should have nothing to do with sanctioning, approving, or recognizing marriages. Matters of marriage and family are too important for the government to handle. We should work to first reduce and then eliminate any and all taxes that we can. Government spending must be limited to constitutional functions. Government should not be a burden upon the governed. Deciding how your money is spent is too important for the government to handle. When the government takes on a problem such as poverty, a part of the tax dollars collected for that purpose must go to sustain the welfare bureaucracy. The poor and needy deserve better than the indignity of having to deal with government agencies to get their basic needs met. Local non-government charities provide a more cost-effective way to meet the needs of the poor than government welfare. They also are better equipped to prevent fraud and abuses. Taking care of the poor is too important for the government to handle. America's defense doctrine has been subverted into a quest for empire. America must return to the foreign policy envisioned by our nation's founders, a foreign policy of unrestricted trade with all nations and entangling alliances with none. The costs of maintaining a global empire are too high. It's time to bring our troops home from all over the world as quickly and as safely as possible. Americans love choices. Given the choice, would most Americans rather spend the day at the Department of Motor Vehicles or at Walmart? Some Americans perhaps do not like Walmart, so they can go to Kmart or Target or a mom-and-pop store. However, if we do not like the Department of Motor Vehicles, we have no other choice. This November, you have a choice. You can vote for the Democratic or Republican candidates for U.S. Senate, and they will give you more government, less freedom, and limit your choices. Or
vote for me, Daniel Lewis, Libertarian for U.S. Senate. I trust you with the issues that are too important for government to handle. That's why I approve this message.